if you want to truly become a lockdown defender, then you must have insane level of conditioning. Because in order to play elite defense for all 4 quarters, you have to have the best stamina on the court, right? And for this, workout, it will do just that. We have 4 exercises or 4 defensive drills that you can do by yourself at home, at a court, in your backyard, wherever. You don't need any equipment, and it will get you exactly what you need to dominate on the defensive end for all 4 quarters. Without further ado, let's get into it. The first drill we're going to do is a full court pressure simulation drill. All you're going to do here is just imagine someone is bringing the ball up the floor and you're just pressuring them, right? Or just mirroring them, right? You don't have to even pressure them, just mirror them. Make sure you work on sliding your feet, staying low in a defensive stance is key, right? Slide your feet, and more importantly, flip those hips. Imagine the offensive player is going left to right, or right to left, and just keep working on shuffling your feet and flipping those hips. Those are most important. And like I said, make sure you stay low in that defensive stance. You want to feel that burn in your lower legs, right? If you really want to be a dominant or lockdown point of attack defender, you need to be a great full court defender, right? Especially at the high school and college level. That's where they always like to press. So if you are that guy that your coach can use as a point of attack full court defender, that will be a great drill for that, right? So like I said, just make sure you work on flipping those hips and shuffling that feet. You want to do this for, I would say, 3 minutes straight, right? We're really working on the conditioning. Just work on, shuffling those feet and really push yourself to get the most out of all of these drills. Push yourself. Put 3 minutes on the clock, on your phone, wherever, stopwatch, whatever, alarm clock, and just go out for 3 minutes, right? Go all out for 3 minutes straight, all right? After taking a 1 to 2 minute water break after that last drill, if you needed it, we're going to now go defensive slides into sprints. So you're going to shuffle to the right cone, then shuffle back to the left cone, then go back to the middle. And when you get to the middle, you're going to sprint to the far cone. And immediately after you get to that cone, you want to turn around and sprint right back. Put 3 minutes on the clock, just like the last drill, and you're just going to go all out. This one right here is really tough, right? Especially adding the sprints into it. This is really going to get your endurance and stamina, times 10 what it already is, right? Trust me. So again, focus on staying in a low defensive stance. Work on shuffling those feet. Work on generating a lot of force from that outside foot, right? To push yourself to the other side. Really work on that. Focus on pushing that foot into the ground and throwing yourself in the other direction to really maximize that force, right? So we're going to go to the right, left, and make sure you're really sprinting, right? Like I said, these drills only work if you push yourself. So make sure you sprint out and sprint back and do this for 3 minutes straight. Like I said, I know it's tough. 3 minutes straight is tough. But these are the drills that's going to get you in the best shape ever for basketball, especially on defense, right? Which is the whole point of this. You have to be the most conditioned player on the floor at all times, especially if you're undersized, right? If you're undersized, you already have a disadvantage, So you need to have some type of advantage over the other players on the court, over the bigger players on the court, right? So if you can be a pest, you can fly around on defense for all 4 quarters. You can pressure them. You can run around screens, have unlimited stamina. Your defensive impact will be crazy. So like I said, it's important that you really push yourself. Really focus on shuffling as fast as you can, left to right. Make sure you're sprinting. Try not to take, any little small breaks. Try to do it for the full 3 minutes. But if you really can't, okay, it'd be cool. You can cut it down to maybe 1 minute and 30 seconds or something like that. Or if you want to increase it, you can. You can increase it to 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, what's ever challenging to you. I think 3 minutes is just a good, starting point for everybody. In this next drill, I want you to really focus on getting as low as you possibly can and slide between the left cone and the right cone. Okay. Then I want you to sprint out to the other 2 sets of cones, and those 2 cones will simulate a ball screen. And you work on getting skinny, right? Which is basically a tactic used by elite defenders to get through ball screens, right? To be able to stay attached to the ball handler while also getting over the screen, right? I got some clips in the background so y'all see exactly what I'm talking about. So right here, you're working on, sliding and then running out to avoid being screened, right? And this is what I really love to do. And what I mean by that is I like to get my conditioning in by doing defensive movements, right? It's one thing to get your conditioning in while just going out to jog for like an hour, right? But the thing about that is that's so much different than playing in an actual game, where the game is a lot more chaotic and, right, like game specific, movement specific, right? If you just go out and jog in a straight line all day, that's a lot different than, going side to side laterally, playing defense, and then having to sprint out to close out, and then being able to go side to side again, getting skinny to avoid being screened, and then running back and doing the same thing over and over again every possession, right? These are actually movements that you'll use in games. Every single game you'll use these movements, right? So being able to have endurance and stamina in these specific movements, it will allow you to do these things, at a higher rate and a higher pace without getting tired, right? Look at somebody like Jrue Holiday. He's able to fight through screens and get skinny through screens all game long. He's able to slide his feet all game long. Okay, I saved the best drill for last. And by best, I mean worse, probably for a lot of y'all. And this one right here, it really works on core strength, conditioning, and being able to close out all in one. So what you're going to do is I want you to start off in a plank position, right? And I want you to stay like this for 10 seconds, right? Make sure to keep that back straight. And you're going to stay like this for 10 seconds. Then after the 10 seconds is up, you're going to sprint out to the 3-point line, right? Or just, a few feet out. And I want you to work on closing out with the speed stop footwork, right? And all that is just running out and, like you're running out to a 3-point shooter, full speed, and then stopping, right? And then make sure that outside hand is up, contesting the shot. And then I want you to cross step footwork, right? Let's say the shooter pump fake and then drove inside. So you went out to contest. Now they're about to drive inside. So what you do is you cross step footwork, put those hands in the air, right? To avoid the foul, and run, right? Then you get right back down into the plank position for 10 more seconds. And you're going to do this for, you're going to do this 10 times, right? On each side. You're going to do this 10 times on the left wing. Then you're going to do it 10 more times on the right wing, right? So like I said, this right here, it's really tough. Trust me, it is really tough, but it's working on a lot of skills. And most importantly, like the topic of the video, conditioning. Core strength is key to being a great defender, right? And this really just brings out that dog mentality as well. So being able to push through and fight through it. But that'll be all for today's video. I hope y'all really enjoyed this defensive conditioning workout, right? If y'all want more videos like this, like in-person defensive workouts, such as on-ball defense drills, off-ball defense drills, passing lane drills, stealing the ball drills, all footwork drills, you name it. Any aspect of defense, if y'all want me to do a in-person exercise workout tutorial like this one, just drop it down below in the comments, right? And I'll consider everything that y'all comment, right? And if y'all really like this, make sure y'all like the video. Let me know down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one.